The NCAA tournament continues. We had the Sweet 16 round. And very quickly, without belaboring too much, we had Arizona topping Arkansas 109-88. Purdue edged out Texas 79-77. That was a thrilling finish with Kaufman-Wren tipping in the rebound.
That was crazy.
At the end, Illinois did beat Houston 65-55. That was one of the ones that we disagreed on. Iowa did beat Nebraska 77-71 on what nephew coined Farmageddon. That game had a bizarre ending. Nebraska coach Fred Hoiberg only put 4 players on the floor, in a critical end-of-game situation. Consequently, Iowa converted a 3-point play that essentially sealed the game. Iowa never led in the game until there were 2 minutes and 10 seconds left. Duke beat St. John 80-75. Michigan beat Alabama 90-77. UConn beat Michigan State 67-63. Tennessee beat Iowa 76-62. With respect to Michigan State, they played 10 minutes of terrible basketball, which in a 1/4 of the game in a 1-game elimination situation, that's just the long and the short of it. Can't sleepwalk through the first quarter of a game in a one-and-done tournament. So it was a great season. You know, young men have nothing to be ashamed of, but if you want to succeed in a high-leverage situation, the margin for error is very small. But before we move on and review the Elite Eight, couple of questions for the people's champ.
All right.
Does the Fred Hoiberg blunder make you question his preparedness as a head coach, or do you believe that the entire staff should be held accountable for the mishap? And then Tom Izzo's future. There was a report today on Yahoo Sports that he, quote, talked seriously, unquote, about the Phoenix Suns head coaching vacancy last season. Do you believe he could possibly explore his prospects elsewhere? Or do you believe he could retire maybe from Michigan State? Or do you think we stuck with him until he's physically unable to perform the job? What say the people's champ?
Yeah, with the Fred Hoiberg situation, you know, it stops at the top.
Yep, I agree.
And it rolls downhill.
Yep.
So, of course, Fred Hoiberg, the mayor, you know, he has to bear the brunt of that. I mean, the coaching staff as well as a unit, but it falls at his feet. And, you know, the whole thing about him passive-aggressively, indirectly trying to blame the officiating staff to a degree was lame.
Yeah, that was.
To me, it was lame as hell.
Yep. Yeah, I agree. I'm like,
and, you know, sometimes you just got to chalk it up to it being a learning experience.
Yep.
You know, the moment got too big too fast. Happens to the best of us, to the best of them and us.
Yep.
So, yeah, but no, it definitely stops with him. And then with the Izzo situation, dude, I don't want to say I don't want to offend anybody or anything, but it's like I kind of feel like maybe he's too old to make the NBA jump like right now. What is he, 72?
He's too old to make the NBA jump. I agree with you. Whatever he is.
I just think, you know, he's too old to do that right now. Now, what was that? Probably 10 years ago or so, where it was the Cleveland job that was on the table.
Yeah.
Like, but now, you know, just maximize the resources that you have at Michigan State, you know, i.e. the bank book, the crypto wallet or whatever you want to call it.
Right.
And make it happen. I mean, because the Izzo name is, you know, bigger than Michigan State, the brand.
Yeah.
I mean, let's just be real about it. Like, Tom Izzo is a name, like, you know, like Izzo, you know, one name basis.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
So use that. Get the guys that you need. Open, you know, back the Brinks truck up.
Yep.
To the point where, you know, you don't have to go back and forth morally about, are we going to do this or are we not going to do it? And he can just get back to focusing on coaching, winning basketball with the best players available at his disposal.
Yep. Yeah. So I pretty much agree in terms of Fred Hoiberg, he's the coach of a Big Ten school that actually performed extremely well this season. That said, putting 4 players on the floor in a critical situation is obviously inexcusable. I didn't even look up his post-game press conference to hear his explanation because no explanation will do. Right. Being one defender down in a critical situation late in an elimination game is malfeasance. You gave away a possession, and you let the kids down, you let the fans down, and you let yourself down. However, mistakes, even big ones, on big stages, they happen. And he did have a great season. People's Champ very eloquently and accurately says that some guys are head coaches and some guys are assistant coaches. Should anything like that happen again with Coach Hoiberg, I presume we know which category he falls in.
Exactly.
And the Izzo question, that's a layup. He's not going anywhere. He's too beloved in East Lansing. He's been there too long, frankly. Any new situation would be a roll of the dice. Michigan State represents security for him, and he's very good at what he does. I mean, as you pointed out, while as a Spartan fan, I'm rolling my eyes at a Sweet 16 elimination, I fully understand that those are first world problems. There's about 200 programs in the country that would love to be tired of getting eliminated in the Sweet 16 because that would mean that you regularly advance further than that. And for context, this is Arizona's first time in the Final Four since 2001. That's a quarter century ago. When 2001 started, I was childless and unmarried. I now have 2 grown sons, one of which is married himself. And I've been married for nearly 23 years. I wasn't of legal drinking age the last time Arizona was in the Final Four. Michigan State in that period has been in the Final Four 5 times and in the Elite 8 times, including last year. So Izzo is a legend, and I don't know whether or not he's going to heaven or hell because I don't know him that well, but I do know he's going from East Lansing.
Beautifully put.
Yeah. The Elite 8. Arizona beat Purdue 79-64. Illinois ended Iowa's Cinderella run 71-59. Michigan pummeled Tennessee 95-62. UConn upset Duke 73-72 as freshman Braylon Mullins retrieved a loose ball on the UConn side of half court and hoisted a logo 3 with just seconds left to give UConn the win over number 1 seed Duke.
40 ages.
I know it was a miracle shot, but I just want to point out what I said a month ago.
Yeah, UConn, man.
I said if it was one team that was being overlooked, it was UConn.
Yep, you did. And the People's Champ also called that one. He said that he thought that Duke would have a difficult time getting out of that East bracket, and that turned out to be prophetic. So both of y'all called it. There's a lot of discussion about the Caden Boozer even attempting that pass when it was really unnecessary.
True.
Duke didn't need to advance the ball over half court. And you can comment on that if you want to, but I got a different question for you.
Okay.
That's 3 straight number 1 classes for Jon Scheyer, and he's never made it to the championship game. Most programs, they be thrilled with 2 Elite 8s and a Final Four in 3 years, but Duke is not most programs. So is there cause for concern that he can't get the job done, or is 4 years too small of a sample size? Out of the 4 teams remaining, also out of the 4 teams remaining, who's got the best chance to win in your objective opinion?
Okay.
We'll say the People's Champ.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to cheat on that second part. I'm going to tell you that right now, but I'm going to try and be diplomatic about it.
I said objective. And
I'm going to be diplomatic about it. I'm going to do my best.
I said objective, very tongue-in-cheek.
So, with the Jon Scheyer situation, calm down. To me, I'm not saying that to you.
No.
He is just fine.
Yeah,
I think.
I don't think that his job is in danger.
Yeah,
but do you think there's cause for concern? 3 straight number 1 classes, a lot of super freshmen in there. Cooper Flagg and Con Knipple, they 1 and 2 for Rookie of the Year. A lot of talent.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
And how many years was Coach K there before he won
That's actually a fantastic question. I'm actually not sure.
At Duke at least. I mean,
Right.
and then
4 years is a small sample.
and then even then, he went back to back. But then after that, it was another stretch before they won again.
Listen, to your point, it's hard to win. I mean, it's a one and done tournament. It's very hard to win a college national championship. You're not going to just run those off back to back.
And to your point, but especially because of how the way that just the tournament is just set up.
You're right. Yeah, like it's one and done.
Coach K won his first title in year 11.
Year 11.
Okay.
Year 11. Yeah. And then he went back to back, and then that was 92, 93. 91, 92.
Okay.
Right.
And then they won again in 2001?
Yeah. Yes, it was a minute. Yeah.
So I mean, it was a nice little gap.
Yep.
So no, and I mean, it's not like the number one, ranked classes in the regular season, they're playing like it. I mean, what is his record like? 100 and something to like 5 or something crazy.
124 and 25. Yeah.
I mean, it's something crazy. Yeah. So I mean,
832 win percent.
He'll be eventually it'll all line up for him because I don't think their level of top tier recruiting will decline anytime soon. Nope. So they'll continue to get the players. He'll continue to improve as a coach because God, I hate giving Duke props, man. But I mean, Jon Scheyer, the basketball junkie. He is, and he's a good coach, and I feel in short order he'll get a national title. Now, if we're having this conversation and, we get into like year 9, 10, and that's preceded by, first round, knockouts and things of that nature, character issues, stuff like that. But no, I mean, I think this is too short of a window to consider making a coaching change. Like him and Hubert Davis aren't the same.
I certainly don't think that you should make a coaching change. What about the remaining team with the best chance to win?
Honestly,
yeah,
I think the winner of Michigan and Arizona will win the national championship.
I have that in my notes. That's exactly. I said that's.
So I said I'm a cheat, but I
that's exactly what I have written down. I said Michigan Arizona is the national championship game. So yep, spoiler alert. But I actually tend to agree with what you said about Jon Scheyer, but I'll play devil's advocate a little bit.
Okay.
Being able to coach talented teams is a talent, and also being able to recruit talented players is a talent. I think Jon Scheyer has proven he can do the latter. Jury's still out on the former. Mm-hmm. So yes, he is 124 and 25 in the first 4 seasons, which is an 832 win percentage. He is the only coach to ever make 3 Elite Eights before turning 40. He was in the Final Four last year. These are all the facts. These are all the feathers in his cap. There's been no head coach in history to win more games in their first 4 seasons. So, but it's also a fact that no team not only had a second half collapse against UConn, kind of had a second half collapse against Houston last year too.
Right.
That's something to look at. And then I'm about to dust off the tinfoil Kofi a little bit too.
Okay. Before you do, though, this could be to my own peril. In a minute, it could turn into, as it relates to last Sunday's game, no shame to losing to Danny Hurley coach team.
No.
If you get what I'm saying? I don't think
there's any shame in it now.
Because I mean, man, this dude, if he rips off 3 and 4 years,
I don't think there's any shame in it now. I mean, Danny Hurley's a hell of a coach. Yeah, guy's got a great coaching pedigree.
So before you get into your tinfoil Kofi moment, I just want to ask y'all: do y'all think Dan Hurley is the best coach in America?
I mean, it's certainly arguable. I would have to think about that because the college basketball landscape is so vast. But I mean, listen, it would be hard to make an argument against it at this very moment. He's terrific. I mean, he's a great head coach. I mean, there's no question about it. And the smartest thing that he ever did was turn down the Lakers.
Man, oh man.
I'm like, man, that was the smartest move he ever made, because he'll be the mayor of where is UConn? I forget what city in Connecticut is that in.
He still wouldn't be the mayor, even if he wins.
I mean, yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, they got Calhoun. They got
Gino
Oriema. Yeah,
Gino.
Yeah, Oriema up there. But I mean, on the men's side, like I don't want to sound sexist, but the men's titles mean a little bit more.
I ain't touching that one when it comes to UConn.
but you're right. I mean, and even Jim Calhoun was, he's great and revered up there as well. But tinfoil Kofi moment.
Okay,
I'm gonna put the tinfoil Kofi on. I can't prove it. But I think they froze Isaiah Evans out of the game.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
I think they froze him out. He only got 6 shot attempts against UConn after having no fewer than 15 in the previous 3 games. I think the Boozer camp made a call. I think he was getting a little bit too much love after that St. John's game where he dropped 25. I even think he got a little bit too much love after the TCU game where Cam only had 1 shot attempt in the first half, and Isaiah Evans had the big first half and kept him going. I think people were starting to say Isaiah Evans might be the best player on the team. Wow. He might be carrying, and I think they froze him out.
Wow.
So
I didn't know you were going there.
So what you're saying is Isaiah Evans has a real case to say what Rashad McCann's been saying all these years about what happened in 2005.
What's Rashad McCann's theory about what
that he was getting froze out and that they was feeding Sean maybe because it was his birthday?
I mean, you know what, man? Rashad McCants, he say a lot of wild stuff. So
Shout out Cemetery Larry.
But no, I think they did. I think that's what it felt like to me because Cam Boozer typically is pretty good at distributing the ball. He was hoisting. He was shooting a lot, and I think that eventually cost him.
I think.
That's tinfoil Kofi.
Right.
I can't prove it. Right. Can't prove it, but that's what it looked like to me. Because I kept saying, where is Isaiah Evans?
I just think what it boiled down to in that game was that the adrenaline from the previous game wore off on Caleb Foster, and that foot went back to throbbing a little bit because he should have been in the game at the end of that game.
Yeah, I agree.
To handle the ball or just sit there and take the foul.
Yeah,
just make a better decision at that time.
Yep, yes, that's true. That's true. Yep, that was just a bad play.
To your Jon Scheyer point earlier, it's like for him not to be in the game. It's
that's what I'm saying.
Like if he hurt, if he hurt, or was that the strategy? You know what I'm saying? So,
But then again, maybe they didn't freeze Isaiah Evans out. Maybe Hurley just took him away. Either way, I'm going to call that being out-coached then.
Okay.
And
that's fair.
And that's cause for coaching concern. And that was the question to begin with. So, I'm not saying that you jump out the window because I agree with you. I mean, Jon Scheyer, 2 Elite Eights and a Final Four. I mean, nobody's running him out of there. But something to keep your eye on. And obviously, I agree with you. I think that the Michigan and Arizona game, that's the national championship game. I think the winner of that game is going to win the national championship. And that's not me trying to shortchange either UConn or Illinois, because they better be ready no matter who wins that game. Because the thing about Illinois.
Don't sleep on the fighting, what Kelly Bundy say, Illini.
No, but listen, so here's the thing about Illinois, and this is why I thought that they would beat Houston. Number one, Illinois is the tallest team in the country. That's number one. And Illinois is kind of smallish in their jump shooting. Houston is kind of smallish in their jump shooting team. Also, Illinois is 5th in the country in fewest turnovers. Mm-hmm. So, it becomes difficult to get easy shots.
Yeah, they rebound collectively.
That's what I'm saying. When it comes to high leverage situations, I'm an easy shot guy. I'm like, where the easy shots coming from? Who gonna get you some easy shots? Because I know that we live in a 3-point obsessed basketball culture.
Right.
I'm an easy shot guy. I'm always like, where the easy shots coming from?
Always have.
Yeah, I'm like, who's gonna get me some easy baskets? Because I'm telling you, in them high leverage situations, that the easy shots are the ones that you're gonna want to get. One game eliminations, playoff series. It's gonna come down to who can get you the easy baskets. I'm telling you, the 3-point shooting culture. I understand that we love it, and we always look at who can shoot threes, who can get you a 3. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, man, who can get you an easy bucket. That's what it's really gonna come down to. But
low and slow.
Yeah, exactly. But I do think that Michigan, man, they just good everywhere, and they big too.
They are.
Michigan is big too, man. They got Mo, they got Yaks, they got Adamara. I just think Michigan is more and they're better on the perimeter. I like Stojakovic and the other super freshmen, but I just think Michigan is just better on the perimeter. I think if they can hurdle Arizona, I think they beat whoever wins between UConn and Illinois. I would give a slight edge to Illinois in that game, but Jarris Reed been balling, man. Like, he been playing out of his mind. So if he keep playing like that, UConn can beat anybody, but not Michigan though, because Michigan got too many big bodies on the inside. They gonna take him away. But yep. So
can't wait for Final Four. This should be so good.
Yeah, no, this should be great, man.